Well, if you've driven around Calvin University lately, it seems like the campus just continues to grow here right off the East Beltline. And one of the new additions when it comes to the athletic department is on the north side, and it's a beautiful new soccer complex with lights. They're going to finish off a stadium, but they got a chance to get on it this fall. Joining me right now, Emily Ottenhoff, the women's soccer coach for Calvin University, and Ryan Souders, the men's soccer coach. And first and foremost, after playing on natural grass for so many years, how did you enjoy the turf, guys?
Yeah, I mean, it was different, and the field is actually much bigger than our other field, and so just a little bit of adjustment for our student athletes, but it was great to, have a really predictable surface. It's a great field, and I think our student athletes are really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, right, you stick around West Michigan long enough, you're going to have unconventional weather. And one of the things that we really enjoyed, especially with a wet fall, was never wondering where were we going to be able to practice, where were our games going to take place. The consistency of that was just something that I think for the first time in either of our 10 years here was something that we really enjoyed our programs to have this fall.
Well, obviously your players took to it well, and you guys did. Just one loss between the two programs, I understand it, right at home?
Yeah, yep, one loss. Well,
yeah, it was us. So we took that one. MC was undefeated at home this year.
With that said, Ryan's team and program have won a lot more games than we have over his history here. So we're not going to hold that one against him. But a lot of wins, and it was a lot of fun to win. Our teams like to support each other. So being out there and especially getting 2 wins to open up the season on the first day was pretty exciting.
Yeah, really cool. Obviously a successful season on the field for both programs. But I think the thing that I was probably nervous about was what was like community support going to look like, because we really just have a field. And so we kind of put up some makeshift bleachers, and really the fan and community support this fall was unbelievable. We had over 1,000 fans at a couple of different games. And so for kind of the community, like I mentioned, our students, other student athletes, other teams to be able to come out and support, I think really aided in both of our teams' ability to have pretty successful falls.
Ryan, I'll go back to you on that success. So you guys make it to the Sweet 16. You win the MIAA regular season championship. Talk about some of your players and obviously your senior leaders to make you accomplish that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun this year. I think coaches can kind of say that after the fact, but we really felt this year, our staff, like from the beginning, it was just a really fun group to work with. It was a very senior-led group. We had 4 fifth-year seniors that came back, some in the grad school, some finishing out their undergrad, and then a healthy amount of fourth-year seniors, as well as a couple of underclassmen really contributing on the field. And so you look at that group, that's highlighted by a couple of All-American performances, Oliver Akintade, Daniel Wonder, and Chris Shaw, all named All-Americans, which was pretty cool. And to see 8 different players named All-Conference was pretty special for the group. But I think every one of them would tell you, getting the chance to win as a group, getting to win at home, being able to win the conference tournament championship and advance in the national tournament was really what made the year special for the group.
And Emily, the same for you on the women's side, right? Sweet 16 appearance, congrats on that. And also the MIAA regular season championship.
Yeah, it was a great season. Similar to Ryan, we have an older group. We had 2 fifth years and 4 fourth years, so 7 seniors, and 5 fourth years, so that makes 7. And just they've been leading us for a while now, and our program has been kind of climbing. And this was another next step for us to win the conference championship on our field, and then a tournament championship was a ton of fun. We actually got the opportunity to host the national tournament regional round on the field out there, and had a ton of fans here for us. So that put us in a really good spot to advance and got us to a Sweet 16. So we did have a conference MVP for the second year in a row in Lucy Iverson, and Liz Williams was named a Scholar All-American for us. So the whole group, obviously soccer, there's 11 people on the field. It takes everybody to do that. And I thought our team did a great job of rallying around each other and really being all in on trying to continue to advance our program to where we think it can go.
For both of you to wrap up, and Emily, I'll start with you. What does a facility like this mean as far as a commitment and what you guys are seeing with Calvin University and the athletic department? It's got to be exciting, right? And especially in a sport like soccer where there's just so many kids playing right now in the West Michigan area alone, let alone the footprint that you guys can go out and nationally recruit.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a huge upgrade for us. We're sitting in this amazing arena, and if you look at the rest of our indoor facilities, they're some of the best in the country still, over 10 years later, and we're really excited for what's going to be out there. The stadium's going to be incredible, going to continue to help attract high-level student athletes here and give them a really compelling student-athlete experience.
Yeah, I will piggyback off of that. I think one of the great things is a new facility really has dual functions for us. First, we're going to be able to take care of those fans that we've been talking about. We're expecting to put them in comfortable seats, have restrooms, have concessions, really just give them a great fan experience. So we're excited to welcome people out here to the north side of campus for matches. I think on the other side, you know, Coach talks about the student athlete experience. I think locker rooms and facilities have been the number one thing that have changed in my life in athletics. You know, when I was playing, locker rooms were where you went and changed, you showered, and that was kind of it. Now, locker rooms and change spaces are really third spaces for athletes, right? They're going to spend time in their dorms or houses. They're going to spend time in the classroom. So many of our student athletes are looking for a third space. And for our student athletes, the locker room can be a place where they can study, where they can hang out with friends, they can get a quick bite to eat. Being closer off the field doesn't guarantee success on the field, but we think it's certainly something that helps. And so we're really excited for the holistic nature of this facility, aiding both our student athletes in their ventures as athletes, but also as student athletes, and then engaging the larger Calvin and West Michigan community and hopefully coming out for some great soccer in the future here.
Well, congratulations on great, successful seasons, and thank you so much for the time.
Thanks so
Thank
much
you.
for having us.